Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Six to Pittsburgh.
Spike 6. Stay with your man.
Switch. Go train. Walk back. Wide. Get wide.
On first down, Turner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move lateral, open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6.
All day, dog. Mike 6. All day, punt.
Hey, check Mike 6.
To throw, Vic. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
A try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 15 lining. 15 lining.
We taking wins home.
Check the backer.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Rabbit. Shift.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Charlie.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Ready?
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I got you, son.
Hey, high 7.
53.
Sit up.
53.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight and weapon. Right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 34, eyes on 34.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Bang, 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 bang.
Vic readies to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
I'm coming after you.
Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn.
64. Wait. Hayward.
Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40. I got wide.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 50.
Look, squeeze.
Watch the shift.
Now they run with Mixon, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Third down.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft.
Rip left, rip left.
Go.
Motion, motion, motion.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 2.
He'll drop to throw.
Right there. Come to my work.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Yeah, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
36, 36. Back, back, back.
Now a give right side. It's Turner, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Set. 10, Husky.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Bengals nothing.
Ready. Mike, 2. Let's go, baby. They turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Check.
Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Turner. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Grant on the return. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's Let's get off the field. Safe, safe, safe. Watch the edge.
Look at me. Door, door.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to John Ross. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now, get it.
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
So here's Vick following the interception. And Diggs has it. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
I'm coming. Mike 6. Mike 6.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Topper. Topper. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal.
Mike 6. Mike 6.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Ball trot.
Mike 6, Mike 6.
Here we go, D. Let it go.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that's the score on you. That's how
John Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of they have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
On the set.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
Speed dribble.
They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Cincinnati.
Hey, orbit.
Check 43. Check.
Hey, Sam on.
Check.
61, matchbox lights.
Check. Crunch, crunch. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A first down throw coming for Vick. It's complete to Diggs. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Vick's throw there, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the slant. Mike 8, Mike 8. I don't even know. Hot 7. Mike 8. Mike 8.
To throw again. Vick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40. That's right, baby.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something. At halftime, because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
12-yard line.
Here we go. Ed Reed. He's coming. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 13. Check 13.
Stepping up, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Makes the score Bills 21, Bengals nothing.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
Vic operating on 1st down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Set, ready. 70 ending. 55, Mike. Here we go, here we go. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Hey, we got to get this done.
On 3rd down, Vic. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Haywood.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
But
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Let's go.
2nd and 2.
Mike. It's going to be a long day.
Looking left side, and it's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
1st down, Bengals.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Shift. Watch.
You're out. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Now back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Okay,
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Right here, let's go.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Go.
58.
Cut.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 58.
Hard.
58 to Mike.
General West.
I'm coming.
Fire.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
32-yard line.
2nd and 4. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
53, check 53. Watch switch. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run on 1st down. Turner. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 23-yard line.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Vic on the bootleg. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Let's go, touchdown.
Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
I hope you brought your go. Take you to school.
2nd and 13. Completes it to Corey Grant. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3 down, 3 down.
Go.
Slant, watch the slant. Motion.
Down.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, it's Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Twist. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. 49's the Mike.
2nd and 10.
Defense, get out the field, defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Foxtrot.
58's the Mike, 58's the Mike. Here we go, D.
Ready.
Defense all day.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Easy work.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now this will. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down and 1.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. It's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
I smell fear in that.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Get it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Hey, exit. Go on. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Check three. 49, check 49.
Rock it.
Check 37.
Big dribble.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, we got 3
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets it down to the 32. And we are inside of 2 minutes left. Fair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back 6. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Let it go.
And they take a knee.
Vic on the keeper.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Set. Mike 10, touch scared. Not today, you aren't. Not today.